finding your seat, getting comfortable. If you'd like, you can use a block to elevate your pelvis, a zafu or bolster. Bringing your palms together at your heart center. Bowing your head ever so slightly, bringing your awareness inwardly, maybe even the place of the tip of the nose. As you inhale and exhale, aligning your spine straight, feeling point of contact with the earth, breathing in. I'm breathing in, breathing out. I'm breathing out, breathing in. I'm breathing in, breathing out. I'm breathing out, breathing in. I'm breathing in, breathing out. I'm breathing out. Maybe taking this time to set your sankalpa, your intention for your practice today. Breathing in and breathing in, breathing out and breathing out. Allowing the thumb to touch just at the eyebrow center. Inhaling, exhaling 3 breaths as we begin our practice. Grounding, rooting, firming in the here and now. Being present in the moment, allowing our breath to become a vessel by which to ride and move and to dwell for the next couple of moments so that the breath envelops our movement as we are in the here and now. Allowing the palms to either open or to settle down based upon your personal preference. If you are in a place where you feel like you are needing to receive, need fresh newness, vibration, open the palms so that the Lao Gong point, that center Nadi chakra point, energy point that is in the center of the palm is open. If you feel like you are in a place where you know that you need to ground and root, allow the palms to turn downward and rest lightly on the knees. You choose. If you're in the middle point, you can always allow one palm to turn down, one palm to turn up. Allowing the eyes lightly closed, bringing your awareness now down to your belly button, just inside, about 2 inches and 2 inches down, finding that place of your center. Breathing in and breathing out. Maybe start to notice the rise and the fall, or the expansion and contraction, the swelling and emptying, as we bring in some abdominal breathing, allowing ourselves to slowly, lightly close the throat and an ujjayi breath. It's just an ocean breath. So just as the inhale and the exhale swells and moves in and out like a tide, there's a slight restriction in the back of the throat. Don't use force, just use your mind as you inhale and exhale. As you exhale, Feel the abdominals draw in just a little bit more at the end of your exhale to assist you in getting out just a little bit more air. Inhaling and exhaling. Now, continue breathing in this way, but I invite you to offer an invitation to the exhale to continue to lengthen, maybe even double the length of your inhale. So if you inhale for 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, you'll exhale 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Inhale 1, 2, 3, 4. Exhale 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Inhale 4, 3, 2, 1. Exhale 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Two more. 4, 3, 2, 1. Exhale 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Inhale 4, 3, 2, 1. Exhale 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Allow the breath to return to its normal, comfortable inhale, exhale rhythm. You could even release the restriction at the back of the throat, allowing a full neutral inhale and exhale. Bringing the palms together, the heart center one last time as we begin our practice. We come through, bringing ourselves into all fours. And now I have a blanket on my yoga mat today to offer a little comfort for the knees. You do what is necessary for you there for your own personal comfort. If you have a thicker mat, that might work for you. Now, if there's any wrist discomfort, go ahead and take the blanket, and we're going to just roll that blanket to offer a little lift of the carpals there, so that if there's any carpal tunnel or anything where there's any kind of discomfort there for those wrists. Now, the hands are under the shoulders and the knees are under the hips, making sure that we have a sense of parallel legs, so both of your ankles and your shins are on their own railroad tracks back there. Let's go ahead and inhale through a little cow here. And then as you exhale, rounding the spine, dropping the head, dropping the tailbone, allowing the belly button to lift towards the spine. Exhale. So inhaling, opening the chest, opening the heart, and then exhale, round. 3 more times. Allow the breath to envelop your movement as you go along. So as you exhale, you start your exhale, then you begin to move. Within the exhale, as you finish your movement, you're still exhaling, drawing the belly in a little bit more. Inhale. And as you inhale, you move and find that extension, find that length in the spine. Try to get at least 70 to 75% of that whole spine involved. Exhale, rounding through the spine, C curve. Continue to press into the earth, the hands, fingertips spread wide, pressing into the shins, so the whole spine is involved. Now, keeping that C curve in your spine, reach your hips back towards your heels, resting yourself into child's pose. Now, if the mat seems far away and you'd like to bring it up, you can always grab a block and just rest the forehead on that block as you rest your hands, breathing in and breathing out. Allow yourself a moment here of surrender and release and let go. And just bring your awareness once again to your breath. Start to notice its rise, its fall, its expanse, its length, its depth, its width. Is there a full circumference of the breath? If there's any spot of discomfort, maybe see if you can invite the breath to maybe go into that area and start to dissolve those places of discomfort, the knots. Allowing yourself to rest, breathing in and breathing out, breathing in and breathing. Now, keep that right arm extended and just bring your left palm back, turning the palm upwards and allowing that left shoulder just to rest and release. So we're just adding a little variation for the nervous system. Just notice what choices you're making here, maybe how your breath has changed. Notice if there's any deviation in the spine. 2 more breaths here in this place. And then on your inhale, extend that left arm forward. Exhale that right arm back. Resting for a moment here. Notice what choices you're making. Conscious or unconscious. Three more beautiful breaths here, really trying to offer a release to your nervous system. After that third breath, we're just going to bring that left hand back as you exhale, turning the palm up. So we're in a full balasana, full child's pose here. Breathing in and breathing out. Allowing each breath to become nourishing. As you're not just breathing in oxygen here, there's so much more that's going on as you breathe in and as you breathe out. Feeling the breath long along the spine. Maybe feeling the belly as it maybe touches inside the thighs. Maybe feeling that air and space between the shoulder blades. Behind the heart we breathe. Three more breaths here. Now slowly begin to deepen that breath, and you're going to start to sit up, sitting back. So start to zip your low abdominals upwards, dropping that tailbone down, stacking the spine, one vertebrae at a time, allowing the head to be the last, or to come erect. Inhaling the arms upwards, pressing in, bringing the arms overhead, fingertips together in the kneeling mountain posture here. As you exhale, hinge at your hips, coming into a little forward fold, folding into a little puppy dog pose here. So for puppy dog, bring those hips forward so the hips are over the knees. Continue to press into those shins and either allowing the forehead to rest or the chin or the heart, the chest, whatever's most comfortable here for this position as we come in for a few breaths here. Breathing in and breathing out. Noticing what choices you're making with your right arm, what choices you're making with your left arm, what choices you're making with your left leg and your right leg. what choices you're making in your spine, your belly. And you maintain that width and length in your shoulders and the neck. Maybe give a little press outwards with the hands against the mat based upon the type of sticky mat you might have as you make some space there. Dropping the heart forward and through. Breathing in and breathing out. 4 more breaths here. From there, deepen the breath. We'll shift the hips forward, bringing the pelvis down. And let's go ahead and stack the hands and create a little pillow for yourself as you lay your head nice and long. Wide shoulders, long neck, still even here, deep breath. Now, I'm going to give you a little cue as we do a little strengthening here to the back of the neck. So, I like to cue it this way here. Think of drawing the low abdominals in, then deep scoop as you draw the belly button in towards the spine. You'll feel a little length in your lumbar and your low back as your pubic bone begin to make a little more contact into the earth. So that's a zip. It's a sense of putting on a belt. Maybe tighten that belt to the next notch there. So you engage the deep transverse abdominis. Deep, deep, deep. Maybe tighten that belt to the next notch that's most comfortable. You can still maintain a sense of inhaling and exhaling. Pubic bone down. Feel that sense of length. 6 points to heel connection reaching long. Belly in, pubic bone down. 6 points heel connection reaching long. From there, keeping that sense of length in the lumbar. All right, you have to keep renewing that sense of drawing the abdominals up and in, making space, breathing in, breathing out. From there, we'll just float the head 3 inches off the hands. Really relaxing the shoulders and the elbows away. And there's just a sense of length and float through the cervical spine. Take the gaze over to the right, the nose to the right, back of the head to the left. Long through the neck here. Come back through the center. Nose to your left, back of the head to the right. Staying long through the neck and the head here. Come back through the center. Take the gaze forward and up. Try not to change in your shoulders or the thoracic lumbar. So it's a small look up and a small look down. Inhale to take the gaze up. Exhale to take it down. One last one. Inhale up. And then exhale to bring it down. Let the head rest. And we're going to get ready to turn those palms back in and push yourself back to child's pose. From this place here, we just take 2 breaths. We're not going to stay here long. We'll shift ourselves to take our gaze slightly forward, but I just want you to slide your right palm over toward your left elbow, and then rest yourself back down for a second version of the stretch here. Breathing in, breathing out. Breathing in, breathing out. Two more breaths here, keeping it simple. As you deepen that breath, we're going to slowly transition, lift the chest, lift the heart as you reach up through your right arm, taking that left palm, placing it over towards your right elbow. Allow the eye of the elbow, that center of the elbow, to rotate as the shoulder blade goes away from the ears, and you rest the forehead in the center once again. Two more, two more breaths here as you deepen in. We'll slowly begin to extend that left hand to join the right hand. Now really spread those fingertips wide. Middle fingers are parallel to each other. And you're going to push into the thumb and the index finger there and really push the earth away. Get those arms nice and active. But also feel a little sense of lift through the wrist, through the carpals. A sense almost like you're pushing away but pulling back from underneath at the same time. We're going to pull the heart forward and then push the heart back, right? Actively using the palms, pull the heart forward, set the shoulder blades on the back, and then push the heart back. We'll do that 3 more times. Pull the heart forward as you inhale. Exhale, push your heart back. And pull the heart forward, and then push the heart back. The last one, we're going to pull the heart forward, tuck your toes under, and we'll reach back to our first downward dog of our practice today. And maybe just go ahead and walk through your feet there, breathing in and breathing out. Wide shoulders, long neck. Let's try bending both knees. And as you keep the knees bent, lift your heels as you lift your sit points high to the sky. Continue to keep that sense of press through the arms, breathing in, breathing out. Now, keeping that sense of press, slowly press your thigh bones back and drag the heels down. Finding a sense of stretch there. Lift the heels, bend the knees, send the 6 points up, 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 up. Thigh bones go back and heels drop down. One last one. Lift. Bend, rise those 6 points to the ceiling as you drop the heart, pressing the earth away. Thigh bones go back, and then slide those heels down. Now take the gaze forward. We're going to shift your right foot forward, right knee forward. Draw that knee into the chest. Now round the spine ever so slightly to make a little space as you draw that knee in, and then reach that leg back. Dropping that heel down. We're going to do the same thing now on that left side. So as you come forward, round through your thoracic, draw that left knee in. Breathing in, breathing out. And then reach it back. Wide shoulders, long neck. Now that right knee, we're going to bring it in to the outside of the right shoulder as you come forward. And then slide it back. Down dog. Same thing now with that left. Breathing, coming forward, and then reaching it back. Placing the foot. Wide shoulders, long neck. Now that right knee comes in and across to the left shoulder. And then release it back. We'll do the same thing with that left knee now to the right shoulder. And release it back. Now for this last part here, we're going to get ready for a little hip stretch. So draw that right knee in, turn the left heel towards the outside edge of the mat, and right knee to the outside edge of the mat. And we'll bring ourselves down, coming into a little pigeon. Breathing in. So you can either choose to stay up with your hands if that's comfortable for you. Work your way to your elbows if that's okay for you. And if you like, you can also release the torso down. Finding space, you could always bring in a block or a bolster or something to support you as you rest down. Always feel comfortable to adjust your positioning so that you are comfortable, so that the breath can be comfortable. Breathing in, breathing out. At any time, you can revisit the Ujjayi breath, that ocean breath, along with a nice little extension of your exhale, really letting go. 3 more breaths here, deepening. Working your elbows back under your shoulders and your hands back underneath your shoulders as you slowly bring yourself back up. We're going to tuck that back toe under and prepare to reach that right leg back as we come into a nice long extension, a little wagging the tail up to the sky, turning out that leg from the hip socket as you push into the mat. Now allow the knee to continue to reach upwards as you allow that toe to dip back and get a nice little opposite stretch there for that leg there. Breathing in, breathing out. And then slowly bring it back down. Tuck that toe in. And then walk through those feet there. Through your down dog, breathing in and breathing out. Now, just taking a moment to settle in the middle, allowing the nervous system to adjust. Go ahead and rest yourself back. The child's pose, 4 breaths. Breathing in, breathing out. Slowly taking the gaze forward once again. Middle fingers are parallel, spreading those fingertips wide, energizing those arms, tuck the toes, reach your hips back, down dog, walking through the feet. So you're going to be a little bit more comfortable in your down dog now. Breathing in and breathing out. Now from here, we'll start with that left leg this time. Left knee to the left shoulder as you come forward. And then reach it back. Right knee in and reach it back. Left knee out to the outside and reach it back. Right knee to the outside and then reach it back. And then left knee across. Reach it back. Right knee across. Reach it back. Coming in, left knee crosses over. Finding your position. Finding your place of comfort. Each side is a little different, so either staying up at the hands, or if you feel comfortable, you can come down to your elbows under the shoulders. And if that's okay for you, you slowly work your way down, allowing the hands to create a support for your head as you release yourself over. Remember, you can add a bolster, a block, or support yourself in the position here so that you can find sukha and sense of comfort. Driste, a focus of your breath and mind and concentration. Three more breaths here. Bringing the elbows back under the shoulders and the hands under the elbows position. We're going to slowly swing, tucking the right leg under, reach the hips up, swing that left leg back through that down dog position into a little lifting and wagging of that tail. Open up through that hip socket as you press up, and then allow that foot to reach back as you bend the knee. Getting a nice long stretch, breathing in, breathing out, breathing in, breathing out. 2 more breaths here. Breathing in, breathing out, and then slowly bringing it back in. Finding this time forward to your plank position. As we go forward to plank, drawing a sense of the abdominals lift, wide shoulders, long neck, we're going to count to the count of 30. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30. Allow those knees to drop down. Go ahead and we're going to tuck those ankles and walk those shins forward. And we'll actually release ourselves back for just a moment, allowing the spine now to rest on the earth. Right? So as we come down, we have our hip knee flexion with the feet planted firmly on the earth. And try to come into what is like that neutral spine. So you have that natural curve in your lumbar and that natural lift in your cervical spine with your pelvis resting. Now, we talk of neutral pelvis, and when we say neutral pelvis, there are points of reference or palpatory positions or places on the bones that oftentimes we can use as touchstones to help us locate and come into our alignment. So you have your two ASIS, your anterior superior iliac spine here, and then you're going to think down towards your pubic bone. Now imagine if you had a cup of tea or a cup of hot water with lemon, whatever your beverage of choice, of coffee. I guess some people like their lattes and cappuccinos or whatever that choice is. Imagine if you had one resting here, and the goal is that we want to make sure that it's not going to fall back onto us, or we're not going to tip and let it fall too far away from us. So we want to create a level base. So the pubic bone and the ASIS will create a nice stable base, which will give us our neutral spine. And for some, that might seem a little bit more extreme or exotic than where you might normally want to be. So try to find that level place, but then allow yourself permission to soften and see if that can become more of a comfortable place. Notice if you let your sits points go a little bit more and allow that tailbone to rest in between those sits points, what space that provides in your low back and your low pelvis. And then we just take some breaths here, breathing in. Allow the belly button in the belly to rise, and as you exhale, allow it to soften and fall back. Abdominal breathing, honoring our neutral spine. If there's any discomfort, bring your pelvis, your spine into that place where you're able to be comfortable there. But do aim towards neutral. Never underestimate the power of neutral. Breathing in, I'm breathing in. Breathing out, I'm breathing out. Maybe invite a little bit more exhale at the end of your exhale. Inhaling and exhaling. So keeping the left palm there at your belly, allow that right hand to rise up towards your sternum, towards your heart center. And see if we can then start to invite a sense of feeling the belly first. And then feeling up to the ribs, up to the collarbones. Exhale, emptying, letting go. Belly, ribs, collarbones. Exhale, truly let go. 3 more breaths like this. Really feel the abdominals draw back as you exhale. And on these next four, you're going to exhale and imprint the low spine. So you're going to feel the 2 points in the front body narrow as the abdominals draw in more. Feel more width across that back body as you come into that imprinted spine. And then inhale, coming back to neutral. Exhale, deep scoop, coccyx curl. Feel that imprint of that lumbar spine. Now try not to do it with the glutes. Try not to grip the glutes. Let the glutes go. See if you can use those low abdominals. Inhale, release it back. Feel that sense of length as you rock on your sacrum. And then exhale, coccyx curl, drawing the abdominals in. Imprint the spine. This time, press into the feet and bring the arms down by your side body. Now we're not lifting too high, just so that the weight's in between the shoulder blades. Feel your sits points separate. Tailbone gets heavy in between those sits points over there, and lightly begin to place that pelvis down, but pause and let it hover. Now, as it hovers, pull with the right leg and the left foot as you bring your sits point closer towards your tailbone, creating more space, more space, more space, more space, more space, more space. Sitting the pelvis down over there, breathing in, creating space and length and width in the lumbar. Flex your right heel as you exhale and reach out long, maintaining that feeling of neutral spine. Inhale out there. And as you exhale, slide that heel back in and place the foot down onto the earth. Same thing with the right. Inhale. And as you exhale, belly draws in, keeping the pelvis nice and stable. Reach out with that right. There you go. And then inhale, bring it back in. Now on the next one, stabilizing on the right. You're going to thigh fold the left. So you're going to lift the heel ball toe. Breathing. And then as you exhale, belly draws in, staying nice and stable. Place the foot, toe, ball, heel. Inhale to prepare. Exhale, belly, float the heel, ball, toe on that right foot all the way up, thigh folding that leg into a tabletop position. And then as you exhale, belly draws in, toe, ball, heel to release it back down. So it's a little march, keeping the pelvis stable. As you exhale, the belly softens back. Heel, ball, toe to lift. And then as you exhale, toe, ball, heel to return back down. Right leg, heel, ball, toe, thigh fold, creasing at the hip socket, staying nice and stable. And then toe, ball, heel to come back down. Last time, left leg, right leg, heel, ball, toe, standing on the right. As you exhale, place that right leg down. Last time, left leg as you exhale. Now think standing on that left, immediately rotate that right thigh as you thigh fold it in. Stay there with that right leg, keeping that feeling of neutral, right? So bringing the hands back into a place to sort of feel the ASIS and the fingertips coming towards your belly button. Let's go ahead and exhale, draw the belly button away from those fingertips as you reach that leg out on the diagonal, all the way to that place where you can feel like you're in control. If it's too much of a challenge, reach higher to the ceiling. The lower the leg, the more low abdominals, more control you have to bring in. So inhale the leg in, exhale, reach out 3 more times. 3, inhale in, exhale, reach 2, inhale in. Exhale, reach 1. Stay there as you flex the ankle, lifting the toes to the ceiling. You're going to inhale, pull the foot to the ceiling as you inhale. Exhale, point through the ankles and push the toe down. Inhale to flex. Exhale to point. Inhale to flex, pull, pull, pull. Exhale to point. 2 more. Up, 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 up. Exhale, point. One last one, inhale, up, 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 and then bend that knee, place that foot down, stabilizing on the right. We're going to thigh fold that left from under the leg. Find that place of stability. As you exhale, reach out through the leg on that place of control. Inhale back in from underneath. Exhale, reach. Inhale back in. Exhale, reach. Inhale back in. Last one here. Exhale, reach out. Pull the toes to the ceiling. Flex at the heel, at the ankle. Reach up. Point down. Inhale. Pull, 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 pull. Exhale, point. Pressing the leg away. Reach out a little bit more as you flex. Reach it up, 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 up. Point to go down. And one last time. Reach out, flex to bring it up to the ceiling. Up, 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 up. Bend that knee and place the foot, allowing that leg to rest down. Now we'll do a little coccyx curl into an articulated bridge here, letting some of that effort go, pushing into the feet. Wide shoulders, long neck. Now stay there when you get there. Push into those arms there. Now, if this is too much there, feel free to let the pelvis hover so you can really find the weight in between the shoulder blades. You can always grab a block, and let's place that block right at the sacrum and just rest here for just a moment, allowing the pelvis to rest. Open the right palm, open the left palm. Just 5 or 6 breaths here. Allowing that tailbone to rest in between the two sit points. Now from here, let's go ahead and bring your hands and interlace the fingers on the other side of the block if you can, and start to press down with the knuckles, with the wrists, and feel the sense of opening through the chest if you start to press into your elbows and the upper arm bones, drawing your shoulder blades together, right? So you're going to create a little shelf for yourself. Now walk those feet in. And what we'll do is bring those feet as close as you can, comfortable. Now I have a little blanket there, so I'm gonna move it out so I'm really still on my yoga mat there. And lift the heels, right? And walk the legs back a little bit more. Press into those arms, wide shoulder, long neck. Now pressing into the feet, let the pelvis just float off of the block. Keep hugging the block with the arms. Weights in between your shoulder blades as you lift the pelvis evenly. Wide shoulders, long neck. Breathing in, breathing out. Inner thighs are best friends, so the legs aren't flying away from each other. But let them continue to relate and say hello. And then slowly sit your pelvis down over there. On top of that block again, drop the heels. Take a moment. We're going to do that one more time. Engage the arms. Push into those shoulder blades, wide shoulders, long neck. Lift the hips, lift the heels. And then slowly remove that block out of the way and articulate yourself down one vertebrae at a time. Now, as you come down, you might feel yourself go through that imprinted place, but continue to lengthen a little bit more. So you're bringing the spine back into that place where you're honoring your natural curves. Breathing in and breathing out. We're going to stretch your left leg out long. Bring your right leg into the chest. And we'll just do a little spine twist. So take that block if you have it. You've been using it there, so we're going to just shift ourselves over to the right side of our mat, give ourselves a little bit more space so that that right leg can shift over and rest towards that block on the left side. Now as it shifts, we'll just open back the right arm, finding a sense of space, breathing in and breathing out. And just take some breaths here. Noticing the rise and the fall of the inhale, top of the inhale, exhale, bottom of the exhale. Now, allowing that right elbow and right hand to come back in and just come back through, rolling onto your left side body for a moment. You're going to grab that block and bring it in with you as you shift yourself back through your center line. Now, once we come in, you're going to have to shift over to the left edge of your mat. Take that block over to the right side of the mat now, reaching that right leg long, that left leg coming to tabletop, and we shift over for our stretch. Breathing in, breathing out. So finding that place of support, and then opening back, keeping length, maintaining space. Breathing in, breathing out. 3 more breaths here. So to that third one, go ahead and bend that left elbow, bring yourself over to your right side, stacking your left shoulder on top of the right. Bend that right knee as you just come out of the position slowly. Just shift yourself back and just place that block there to the side. Now, as we return back to our center place, we'll go ahead and bring the soles of your feet together and allow those knees to open out. Now, if this is too much for you, you can always just go ahead and grab those blocks again. You have them. And just place them underneath your thigh bones. That's what we have our props for. Create support in our practice. So find that place that's most comfortable for you there. And just allow the arms to open right and left sides as we breathe once again. So deepening your breath here. We'll bring our hands in to support our legs as they come close in together there. And just shift that left leg out long on the diagonal and move that lift block out to the side there. Same thing. Extend that right leg long there, right? Moving that right leg on the diagonal. Maybe turning the legs out from in and out from the hip socket. Extend that right leg long, reaching it in place and get down. Same thing with that left leg long and reach and get down. And just reach that right out long and the left arm long. And then slowly draw that right shoulder blade in, followed by the left shoulder blade in. And let yourself rest back. Breathing in, breathing out, allowing the head to go, the neck and the throat, the chest, the abdomen, and the waist, the 2 hips, the 2 thighs. So as you rest back, and we take our savasana for our practice today, Go ahead and really allow yourself a moment to surrender into the earth, into the breath. Breathing in, I'm breathing in, breathing out, I'm breathing out. I'll guide you through a little guided meditation as you remain in your savasana. And you'll hear the sound of the bell as we have some sound vibrational healing that's offered. So, allowing the top of the head to relax and the eyebrows to become smoothed out, and your face with the smile. Whole head relaxes. The throat relaxes. It's an open breathing. The two shoulders, two elbows, two wrists, two hands relax. The chest, abdomen and waist, side body relaxing. Two hips, two thighs relax. Two knees, lower legs, ankles, and feet relaxing. Whole body relaxing, comfortable, breathing. Shanti, Shanti, Shanti. allowing the breath to deepen. Maybe wiggle a finger, wiggle a toe to slowly bring movement back into your body. Stretch long, draw in, and choosing to roll to your right or your left side, resting in the fetal position for just a moment. Taking your time, and then slowly using your hands to assist you as you come back up to a seated position. Bringing your palms together at your heart center. Now gather and prop yourself up for our final part of our practice today. Bringing your left leg in, followed by the right leg, or sitting in hero pose, whichever posture is your choice that's most comfortable. We'll take a nice deep inhale. And as you exhale, allow that right thumb to touch the right nostril, exhaling through your left. Inhale through the left. Taking the ring finger to hold the left nostril, exhale through the right. Inhale through the right. Exhale through the left. Alternate nostril breathing. Continuing in this way. Inhaling left. Change. Exhale. Right. Inhale right. Change. Exhale left. Continue to practice. Inhaling. Change. Exhale. On your next inhale through your left nostril, prepare to exhale through both nostrils, releasing the alternate nostril breathing, Nadi Sodhana. Allowing the breath to return to its own natural rhythm. Still breathing in. I'm breathing in. And breathing out. I'm breathing out. Bringing the palms together at the heart center. Bowing your head and remembering the sankalpa, the goal or the direction, focus of your practice today. And maybe take that energy and offer it. Breathing in, breathing out. Namaste.